Thank you for coming, Secretary Albright. My name is Leo Pagano, and I am currently a junior at St. John's. Often in our Model United Nations Club, we discuss the topic of national sovereignty. As Secretary of State, how did you strive to respect the sovereignty of every nation, but act in the interest of the common good in the United States?
Thank you very much, Leo. That's a very, very good question. Let me say that of all the countries in the world, I think the United States is most dedicated to sovereignty. We talk a lot about it. We think that we know that we're a sovereign nation, and we believe that we can act the best in terms of living up for our national interests, and sovereignty is very important to us. So our international system is based on sovereignty of nations. The problem is that some countries do not take their sovereignty as responsibly as we think we do. And part of being a sovereign leader is that your responsibility is to protect your people. You protect your people, your territory, and your way of life. And the question is whether the other countries are actually doing that vis-a-vis their own people. And we think that some of them are not protecting their people, and on the contrary, are actually killing their people. And so in terms of our caring about our sovereignty and what we think is right for the rest of the world, we are accused of interfering in the sovereignty of other countries. So one of the interesting new relevant things that's out there, and I came to talk to some of you at the Model UN, and we talked about this, is that, and I talked about my life during World War II. One could make the argument, I wouldn't, that we didn't know what was going on during World War II with the Jews, and so people didn't do anything. Now, as a result of information, we know everything that's going on everywhere. And so the question is whether we, in fact, decide that certain countries are not capable of exercising their sovereignty because they're killing their people. And so there's a new concept where the international community respects sovereignty but believes that when people are killing their own people, they don't deserve to have that sovereignty, and we have a concept called responsibility to protect. But our system continues to be based on sovereignty, and so it's one of those really difficult questions when the Chinese or somebody says, don't interfere in our domestic affairs, and we don't want people interfering in ours. And so it continues to be the basis of international relations, but a very, very complicated concept. So one of the things, if I might say, on responsibility to protect, the argument could be made that we actually didn't do a great job in helping our people during Katrina. So what if the Chinese had arrived and said, we're here to help? Not really happy about that without our permission. So I think we need to understand how sovereignty works in the 21st century.
Thank you, Secretary.
Welcome.